Hello everyone and welcome to my video. Today I'm going to talk about why you can speak English sometimes and why I can speak English sometimes either. Because we are non-native speakers, I know, I hear you and I understand. Sometimes it's just so frustrating when we can speak English. We've been learning English for so long, and when the time comes, we like, yes, my name is Snow. How are you? I'm fine, thank you, and you? And that's it. That's all I can say. Thank you very much. So yeah, let's dive in and explore all the reasons why behind this difficulty. Okay. First, English is very complex language. We have to agree with that because the grammar in English is complicated. There are so many words in English that you don't really know how to translate to our native language, and also homophones. There are a lot of words that sound the same but mean different things. Um, a couple of days ago, I saw a sentence in English. I ate eggs for breakfast in the morning. I was like, I ate eggs for breakfast in the morning. Ate. Yes, I know, guys. We can understand from the context that it means I eat eggs in the morning. Um, because the words ate and it sound exactly the same, but they mean really different things. So these are homophones in English. Um, Also, English grammar is so complicated. If you feel like you know everything, usually you don't, because sometimes even native speakers, yeah, guys, native speakers make mistakes in English too. I was talking to a native speaking friend of mine. He's from the United States. You know, native speaker, and he said, I ought to have ate. And I was like, you ought to have eaten. You mean? And he was like, yeah, I ought to have ate. And I was like, dude, this is wrong. According to English grammar, you have to say you ought have eaten and not you would have ate. But guys, you can imagine I decided to go to English, a website that I recommend you to use if you want to check, something in English pronunciation, for example, or whether or not people use a certain phrase in English. And there are so many native speakers who say, I would have ate. I was like, okay, pretty good, interesting, Obviously, guys, the fact that a lot of people say I would ate doesn't make it right. Still, according to English grammar, it's correct to say I ought to have eaten. And if you're preparing for exams or tests, you have to know about that because it is a mistake after all. But the reason why I decided to mention here is that when you will be interacting with native speakers, and if you notice that they still make a mistake, it's fine. Don't worry about it because they make mistakes, you make mistakes. The most important thing is connection. You want to be able to talk to this person and kind of share your ideas, your thoughts, and your emotions. And hello, baby. Okay. 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 With me a minute. Honestly, a lot of people don't really care if you make mistakes in English, and if you don't. So basically, I want you guys to feel okay about it, to feel okay about making mistakes. It's fine. Don't stress about it too much. Um, and here is where we reach the second reason. So why so many people can't speak English? Fear. First of all, a lot of English learners feel judged. They feel that everyone is judging them the moment they start speaking English. They think everyone just sitting there and, inside their heads, writing down their mistakes, which is not really how it works. Obviously, that can lead to anxiety and the feeling of self-concernedness. And I don't want you guys to feel this way. I know that you're super excited to hear me talk about another mistake that a lot of people make. So this mistake is connected to comparative adjectives. For example, when you're saying living in this city is safer than living in that city, so you are comparing these two cities and you have to say safer. But a lot of people, a lot of native speakers will say more safer, and this is wrong again. You can say much safer, it is correct. You can say a bit safer, but you cannot say more safer. But again, if you go to English and if we check, there are going to be a lot of people who say more safer. So guys, my message here is don't be afraid if you do make mistakes in English. Don't feel scared. It should not stop you from doing what you want. If you want to get a job in English, don't feel ashamed that you make mistakes. It's totally fine. I can tell you another story. A couple of days ago, I was talking to TikTok representatives, and a lot of people who work from TikTok are not native speakers, and they live in the United States, and they were making mistakes while talking to me. Even if they did make them, if they didn't make them, honestly, I don't care. Because for me, the most important things were connecting with them. I wanted to discuss TikTok things. I wanted to talk about short videos and creators economy. And the topic of, I think this is wrong. I think you should probably not say it this way was not even on my mind. Okay, let's talk about one thing that people hate about English, pronunciation. I know, guys, pronunciation is crazy in English because there are rules, but sometimes, some words, they don't really follow the rules, or there are words that silent letters, and you're thinking, why is it letter even there? For example, I have a very important question to ask you guys. Why do we say bread, but still a stick? All of these words have these two vowels, E, A. Why is that in every single word, this combination of letters is pronounced differently? Also, of course, our favorite silent letters, right? Like, why do we have to say island and not Iceland or Island, for example? Like, what's wrong with that, right? So I hear you. Pronunciation in English can be quite complex, and the only way we can really learn the correct pronunciation is check how native speakers pronounce certain words. But again, it all depends on their accent, for example, or where they are from, like which part of the United States they are from, for example, because maybe they're gonna pronounce certain words a little bit differently. Okay, I feel like it's time for me to stop this video, but here are basically all the reasons why you can't speak English. And again, I wanted to make this video to make it feel better. I am a non-native speaker too, and I am sharing my English journey with you on YouTube and Facebook, like all the things that helped me. Maybe some of the things are not gonna help you. Maybe you will find another way to improve your English, which is fine. We all different study methods and different strategies work for different people. However, usually we all struggle with the same things, and that's why I decided to make this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, make sure that you give some feedbacks and share it to your friends who are in need. And I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.